What's up guys, Duarte Kid with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video I'm going to teach you how you can cheat on Blitz to get more points per rotation. And cheat with air quotes, because we are not actually going to cheat. We are going to understand how the mechanics of the game work, the mechanics of this game mode, and then we are going to abuse them in a non-exploitive way. It's not exploitive, yes. Okay, so you need to know your typical basics about Blitz, and like always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends or not, because it's Blitz and it's a single player mode. And if you found the information helpful, like always, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm not gonna drag this too long, but we need to understand the basics about Blitz and the additional points that you are going to get. So okay, so let's get started. Okay, so previously, when I would do a Blitz rotation, I would get around 3 million points, and this is with my TCP of 18 million. Right now it's at 18,200,000, and in total I would get 70 million. You can see right here, top 100 on every Blitz that has been competitive. So whether it was for Ghost Spider or for Star-Lord T'Challa, I have been always top 100. And even that on this Blitz, I failed one rotation, I forgot to do one rotation, I was still able to get the maximum points that I should be able to get with my rotations, without using like a super crazy additional Blitz charges. I just used the free-to-play Blitz charges and I was fine. Okay, so how exactly are we going to do this? So you need to understand the basics of Blitz, of course. You want to use the smaller teams first to climb up to Blitz 8.3 on the difficulty, and then you want to use the strongest teams and go from the strongest teams to the smaller teams or the weaker teams. But if you do this in a very specific way, you are going to get a lot more points, and this is what I'm going to show you. Now, big warning, the difficulty of doing Blitz is going to increase quite a lot. If you are able to get 35 out of 35 wins before, you might not be able to do it now because of the increase on difficulty. This bar that you see here in the middle, it's going to be up here very often. And this is how you are going to get a lot more points. You are going to manipulate how this bar in the middle works. The danger, we are going to manipulate this to get more points. Okay, so some of them, okay, so another warning, some of the matches that you usually would win easily, you have to be careful, because now you might not be able to win them as easily, and you might have to play on manual a few matches to make sure that you win. Also, if you are not 100% sure that you are going to win, jump from the power level, so jump around 100,000 to switch the enemies, and see if on these new enemies you are able to win with a different team. I think those are the basics from Blitz, right? Yes. Okay, so what I want to say, okay, so how does the Blitz points actually work? In the past, it was based on the character's power, and it was also, but the character's power was highly increased because of the amount of T-Force that you had. So because of that, whales, they would get massive power, and on the points here they would be able to get like 130,000, 140,000, and with just a few teams they would get tons and tons of points, and that was very unfair. So then Scopely changed the system on how the points are calculated, and I think not many people notice exactly how these points work, and this is why maybe it has been unnoticed, because right now there are a lot of people giving Blitz tips and Blitz masters and whatever, but masters of Blitz of blah blah blah, but they are not going to give you this tip that I'm going to give you right now for you to increase the amount of points that you get from Blitz. And I'm saying all of these things so you can understand exactly how this works. Okay, so tips that I gave you in the past that people are using right now is to use carriers, and carriers is like Nebula and Gamora. They are the two carriers of these three guys. Here we have Adam Warlock and Moon Dragon being the carriers of these three guys. Here we have Emma Frost and Doctor Doom being the carrier of these three guys. Here we have OG Spider-Man and Deadpool being the carrier of these three guys. So yeah, some characters are carriers because they are so strong that they can carry other characters. Some characters like Omega Red, they can carry an entire team. Other characters, they are almost as strong, and this is why on my infographics I have some characters with 5 stars on the Blitz mode. It means they can carry a team on their own. And other characters, they have 4 yellow stars. That means they carry the team with the help of other character. Okay, so this carrier concept, it's something that I have been telling you in my videos for a very long time, and now everyone is talking about it. So I'm gonna introduce you to a new concept. This new concept is the anchor teams. Anchor teams. It's not anchor babies, it's anchor teams. And this is exactly how we are going to get more points with Blitz. It's using these anchor teams to change the multiplier of the difficulty that we face here. Okay, so as you can see, this team right now, 93,000, which is very, very good. Now we can win this one easily. Let's sim it. So we are going to win. We are going to get these 19,000 points for sure. Hopefully, I guess. As you saw, the carriers carry the match. And now you have to pay attention to this. When you are using the Blitz, the sim Blitz, your next opponent, it's going to be based on the team when you press find opponent. This is going to be very important, because this allows you to manipulate the difficulty of the enemies that you face. If you play on manual, the team that is going to show up here will be a mirror of the team that you are using. But when you are using the sim Blitz, this is not going to be the case. The enemies that you face, it's based on when you activate this find opponent. This is going to be extremely important. Okay, so we used our team and we got a nice amount of points. Now we are going to change the team. Let's go for this one. And now I'm going to show you the example, and maybe you'll be able to see it, but maybe not. Okay, so we have this team right here, 96,000. Now you switch 93,000, 93,000. Okay, you got that? Okay, now we are going to sim Blitz. We are going to win, hopefully. Yes. Okay, now we are going to change the team. The power is very similar. They are only 7,000 power different. But now the points that we are getting are a lot lower. So why exactly is this happening? Why exactly is this happening? It's because of the gear tier of the characters. Have you heard about these? No. It's because of the gear tier of the characters, and that's how the points in Blitz are calculated right now. Before it was based on the power, now it's based on the gear tiers. And this is why in my other video I said that there is no point on you making teams where you are using minions in blue gear or whatever, because that's not going to influence the amount of points that you are getting, because their gear tiers are so low that the points will be irrelevant. Okay, so you just saw the example of this. We used the other team that was way less powerful. We got more points. Then we used this team. We got 96,000, and now we are going to use a similar team in terms of power, but because they have lower gear tiers on 2 characters, then the amount of points that we get is much lower. So you want to make, or you want to have anchor teams. Anchor teams, remember this, anchor teams, not anchor babies, anchor teams. So for my 600 power range, this team is going to be my anchor team. This is the one I need to use to get my opponents. So now I would use this team. Let's use it. Let's attack this. We are going to win. 91,000. Now we are going back to the anchor team and we are going to find opponent. So you can already see we went from 87,000, 90,000, 91,000, and we are back to the 96,000. We found our anchor team, or we have our anchor team, and now we can go back to characters with similar power. I'm not sure if this one will be in range. Okay, so this one is in range. You saw that the danger bar, it went a lot further, because our anchor team that we used to find opponents had way higher gear tiers than the teams we are using right now, or at least than the teams we use here. Okay, so now we are going to win this one. Let's see. I think we should be able to win this one. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, we lost. No problem. Let's go back. This is why I said if we play that match on manual, we would win. And you don't lose that much time by playing on manual, because you just choose the targets. The slowest part about playing on manual is actually the loading screen. Okay, so let's see. Let's win this one. Let's win another one to go back to tier... oh, come on. Let's go back to tier 8.3. And okay, so you understand the concept, right, of the anchor team. So we activate this anchor team, 89,000, 96,000, 90,000. So you can go 96,000 and you are getting tons and tons of more points. Now the cool part is that when you go down on your Blitz teams, when you go down, you see there is a lot of purple characters here because the carriers are carrying the trash. But if you use a team like this one, the Brotherhood, where everyone is gear tier 13 and above, so all of them are orange gear, this is a perfect carry team, or this is the perfect anchor team for me. So I choose this team. You can see the points, 87,000, 88,000, 88,000. But if I use this team as the anchor team, I will get a lot less points. Okay, so we should be able to win. Our team is much faster. Okay, there we go. Now we are going to use this team as anchor, and you'll see we'll get a lot less points. So as you can see, 75,000. This is trash, because this is a bad anchor team, because the gear tiers here are a lot lower. Okay, so we are going to use this team to clear up this trash. There we go. And now we are going back to our good anchor team, the Brotherhood in my case. So I'm going to use them again. And you see, 88,000 points. From 75 to 88,000. And the power level, this one has higher power level. So this is why we are going to cheat, air quote, not really cheating. We are going to cheat by manipulating the gear tier of the enemies. Okay, so we have our anchor team. Let's find easy matchup. Okay, so we have to be careful. Like that team, we can win, but you have to be careful with that. Okay, so let's... we should be able to win. I don't see why not. Oh, okay, so nice. So you see, the difficulty is much higher, and the teams that you would usually win fairly easy, you might not be able to win on Symbiotes because of this. Even if you lose, go back to your anchor team and activate it, because you'll still get a lot more points than you'd get otherwise. We are getting at 8.0 the same points that this team would give as anchor for your enemies. Okay, so let's go here, win. So even that we lost the match, we are still getting the same amount of points. Go back to the anchor team. Let's go, 76,000. Can we get more than that? 81,000 symbiotes. Okay, so I can use this team to clear the symbiotes. And remember, when you win the match, the enemies only activate when you press to select. So make sure you use always your anchor team. So once again, we activate the anchor team. We have symbiotes again. Okay, so because I don't have any good matchup here, you can use your Blitz charges once again to win. Yes, okay, so now we are going to use anchor team once again. 87,000, 90,000, 87,000. So you can see we are getting at 500,000 power, 500k power, the same type of points that we would get at 600,000 power. So if you have a small roster, if your roster is like 15 million, 16 million, if you manipulate your anchor teams to get enemies that give higher points based on the gear tier, you'll be able to get as many points as a normal player doing the tips that other Blitz masters and whatever give you, because they don't realize how the points are given to each of the teams. And based on this, you'll be able to get a lot more points on Blitz by manipulating the gear tiers, and there you go. So anchor teams, it's a new concept that I'm introducing to you to help you get more points on Blitz. Okay, just to finish off the video, since it's already taking so long, I'm gonna show you, I made a video not long ago with my Blitz teams or whatever, but I changed them once again. I'm always looking for the maximum consistency possible. So I already changed my teams since my last video for even higher consistency. I don't like to use 37 teams, I like to use 35 teams or 34 that have the highest gear tiers and that are as consistent as possible. So you don't have to spend too much time playing on manual, because as you saw, the difficulty increases quite a lot, and matches that you usually would win, you are not going to win as easily. Okay, so symbiotes, we have Black Order, we have Astonishing X-Men with Mantis, Guardians with Nebula and Gamora, we have Infinity Watch plus Hulk, Thor and Sif, we have Doctor Doom together with Ultimus and Emma Frost, and this team is very good because Doctor Doom will always call Ultimus to attack, and because Ultimus is a very slow character, having the free 3 turns, it's amazing. It's probably one of the best combinations. So we have a Power Armor plus OG Spider-Man and Deadpool. We have these guys right here, Marauders with Kingpin, because they are all villains. We have X-Factor with Baron Zemo because of the crits. This guy applies a ton of bleeds because of this. We have Supernatural with Hela and Loki. Secret Avengers with Coulson. Shield Medic plus Ghost. It works very well, especially if she is next to Captain Sam. We have Uncanny X-Men with Beast, but be careful, this team is not super strong. We have Sinister Six with Shocker. We have the Barrier Factor, X-Factor with X-Force plus Silver Samurai for the Barrier combo with Polaris. We have Fantastic Four with the Silver Surfer, we have Inhumans, we have New Warriors plus Black Panther, Elsa and Scarlet Witch, we have the Brotherhood, we have the Wakanda with Omega Red, we have Skill Military with Punisher and Hawkeye, we have Shield with Nobu and with War Machine, and this means that the more allies War Machine has, the more damage he does, and if the minions die, there is a chance that they will survive, so this makes sense. We have Captain Sam with Mary Hill, and we have the Shield minions plus Iron Man. This gives all of them insane amount of crit, and because of this, Mary Hill and her minions are going to turn rewind the enemies like insane amounts. Then we have Heroes for Hire, we have Web Warriors plus Green Goblin, we have Mercenaries with Icarus. You can use Cersei here instead, or Icarus, it's irrelevant. We have a Kree with Phyla-Vell and Ronan plus Minerva. We have Beam Tech plus Lady Deathstrike, we have X-Force plus Wolverine and Namor. We have Trash Tron with the Yellow Jacket and Vulture plus and Sentry. We have Young Avengers with Shang-Chi. We have some remaining trash with Phoenix and Colossus. We have the Swaim, Shadowland, Hydra with Cersei, and finally we have these guys, I don't know, Ravagers. Okay, so that's gonna be the video. Sorry for taking so long, but I really want to make you understand exactly how this works. Otherwise you're gonna say, I already expect the comments, oh, this is not cheating, I already expect the tons of troll comments. That's fine, but I want to make sure that for the other people that are not trolls, that you understand exactly how the Blitz mechanics work, so you can get a lot more points out of your Blitz rotations. Like I said, I went from 3 million per rotation to 3.5 million, even losing matches in the middle because of increase of the difficulty bar. So yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like always, make sure to smash that like button. Like I said before, if you want to share the video with your friends, that's cool, good for me, I appreciate the extra views. If you don't, that's fine as well, just make sure you smash the like button. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.